mind. Here we go.
You're a kid on Christmas morning, and of course, Dummy coming in, no surprise to see. It's going to be the Ragnar for the grand finals. Kylar Alice, first one to pick up the weapon, and it's going to be our first time coming onto this map, a tri-plat for game 1 of the grand finals.
Yep, and here we go. We're getting the Brawlhalla into the Ragnar, and you know what, Duke? I love it. I love that Dummy is starting off with the Ragnar because it worked rather than going back to the Asuri, right? The Asuri might be the comfortable pick, but ultimately you got to do what it takes to win, and that GC stick off the edge right there is huge.
He missed. Kylar Alice still in the threat zone, but Dummy gets...
I had to hold my breath.
Caught by the neutral light. Kylar Alice is above, hits the dares, hits the dares. Dummy doesn't have the jumps. Kylar Alice going to get the first stock.
Wow, and Kylar Alice is just, you know, really kind of floats like a butterfly, you know, just like so much finesse and just so much beautiful accuracy to then really make the most opportunities right there and hitting the dare back and forth. You know, oh man, we do got to see if Dummy's act has a chance. Whoa! What? The throne! Oh my gosh!
Oh my God, what a start. Kylar Alice with a massive string. Side light, side air, gravity cancel, side light into nair recovery to delete Dummy's second stock. How do you come back from that?
All I'm thinking about is the throne. After all of that, then the throne
he sits on the throne. I mean, he earned at least a brief squat on the throne after that one.
Dude, Kylar Alice is out for blood. Kylar Alice is here to dominate and absolutely take back what Kylar Alice thinks is theirs. So we got 1 stock to 2 stock. Kylar Alice currently on the sword with Brawlhalla, Dummy on. Oh my gosh. D-Light into NSIG. Kylar Alice is building up so much damage so fast here. This is looking incredible here, Duke.
I mean, he at least didn't get 3 stocked, so Dummy has some things to hold on to. He's going to punish, but Kylar Alice with the bigger punish to take game number 1, and this is rough because Dummy, he at least in the winners final was like, okay, well, I still have Ragnar. But now we saw what happens when you play the Ragnar. Like, what do you do now? Is there a third pocket pick for Dummy?
Yeah, and you know what kind of scares me, what I'm hoping for, I really, really hope that Dummy just doesn't immediately rotate into the Asuri, right? Because the Asuri is what got you 3-0. The Asuri didn't work out. So the Ragnar was good, just Dummy didn't really have an answer whatsoever for Kylar Alice's axe. Like, you're looking at that right there, 0 damage on the axe for Dummy. 0 damage whatsoever. And Dummy had the axe in their hands quite some time in that matchup. And, you know, ultimately, you know, Kylar Alice had 174 damage advantage. With a lot of that came from, you know, a completely clean stock with that beautiful axe string of 7 hits leading into the recovery. That was what we saw in Kylar Alice there as well.
That was massive from Kylar Alice, and that's something that you can't come back from. But we're going into game number 2. Dummy's going to have to shake that one off and get right on into this next one. We'll see what the map pick is. Likely Miami Dome. Yep, that's going to be game number 2.
Nice, nice, nice. And, you know, something that's interesting is that for both of these characters in Brawlhalla, this is actually a very, very good stage for their SIG kits, right? For them to get very creative.
They both have some great stuff in their kits.
Yep. So here we go. Hopefully, we're going to see a bit of a different aspect from Dummy. But again, you know, these players already played once this tournament, and, you know, Dummy got 3-0'd. So Kylar Alice definitely has a very strong, you know, read on Dummy. And also, you got to feel like there's a little bit of a chip on Kylar's shoulder right now, too.
Oh, my gosh. And you're seeing him try to show this chip. Dummy goes for the NSIG. Kylar Alice still trying to build up this damage. Dummy not finding any response. All of this edge guard, and Kylar Alice is the one getting the swings.
And they are just swinging back and forth right now. Okay, Dummy does get damage on axe for this stock, so that is already a drastic improvement from what we saw in the last match. But Kylar, I mean, Kylar just looks very, very calm, cool, and collected. It's interesting because, that's tough. That's so tough. See, that's how good Kylar Alice is, right? You know, one mistake leads you your entire stock within this matchup.
Give him an inch. And Kylar Alice, I mean, he's so optimal. Dummy, he flubbed the D-Light into the ground pound, and Kylar Alice took full advantage of it. D-Light into the recovery for the KO, and he's getting more.
Oh, my goodness. And the sidelight Sarah comes out once again, and Dummy just does not have an answer for this act. Again, Kylar Alice is just hitting these end lights. Oh, my goodness. Daring to D-Light again. Kylar Alice is just looking incredible right now, dude, and honestly unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, Kylar Alice is the runaway freight train, and Dummy just trying to find the brakes on this speed, but Oh my goodness, the turnaround. Okay, he'll get the side air. He'll deny the 3 stock. He still has some health in the 2nd stock, and he's got the weapon advantage.
Yep, so, I mean, this is where Dummy has to, like, thrive, right? You have Dummy on the guitars, you have stage control right now, and you're going guitars into Axe, which is a pretty good matchup to build up a lot of damage on any of these Axe whips, especially what we're seeing with Kylar right now. So, you're at 2 stock, nice read right there, a nair, another nair. All right, Dummy's starting to become Dummy again. We're starting to see the Dummy we know.
Dummy mode.
Yeah.
He's good.
I love it.
But Kylar with the downlight, he knows that he still can get this KO ASAP off of Dummy. He's so good at getting these damage builds. The weapon toss connects, but Dummy is high enough on that wall that it's not going to be a KO.
Oh, man.
Over to the sword. A D-Light recovery from Kylar could KO.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh. I was really hoping for the N6.
Yeah.
I wanted the N6 so
I thought he was
bad.
going to go end light into recovery.
Ah, that would have been.
That's what he's been doing a lot.
Too. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Dummy really brought it back.
He did.
Dummy brought it back dramatically within this aspect, and somehow able to get back on stage, which has been a huge problem for Dummy throughout this entire time because Kylar has been so locked in and very, very, very good at punishing throughout this entire matchup this far. So here we go. Both 2 stock. Both are red right now. A nair almost enough to do it. Wow.
That's a lot of damage built up onto Dummy's 2nd stock. The side air to punish the ground pound attempt from Dummy. And Kylar, he's got the stock advantage, but Dummy really chopped down that lead that Kylar had built.
Yeah, yep. And so, here we go. Dummy has to find the stock here. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. Kylar has been dominating with Axe each and every single time. And there you go. Okay, the literal ground pound front and center to make it now 1 stock, basically even, but still, Duke, is it going to be enough?
I don't know. I think the fact that Dummy was able to bring this one back so close, it bodes well at the very least of a potential Game 3 W for Dummy if he doesn't get this one. Kylar playing around this edge guard, but you're starting to see Dummy run away, starting to get this lead. He's getting those hits onto Kylar.
Yep. Oh, another N-Sig?
One more.
Wow, Dummy finally takes the lead. That's the entire thing after a dramatic game number 1. Dummy is looking to bring home the dub right here. Goes for D-Sig, unable to connect again, but it does exhaust everything. Kylar is, though, able to make it back in touch. Wow. Another ground pound. Oh, no, but no weapon. It's a bold move. That's a bold move.
No punish.
Oh. Wow.
And the neutral light, Kylar bleeding out here. Dummy still has some health, and the neutral light gives Dummy game number 2. We're going to tie it up 1 apiece.
Yeah, speaking of 1, how about the 1-arm push-up at the end there, showing a little bit of a flex, saying, look, yo, you think you got the throne? I think you forget who I am. I'm the king right now. I have the title right now. And if you want to take this from me, you're going to have to jar it right out of my hands and my jacked biceps because I'm hitting push-ups each and every dub that I get. So there we go, yo. We're going into game 3, and it is a 1-1. And that is, I'm going to be honest, after seeing game number 1, I did not expect that at all.
No. That was a great comeback from Dummy. When you see the graphs, you'll see just how well that 2nd stock did at taking away the lead Kylar had built. As we're getting ready to get into this next one, and Dummy's thinking long and hard about what map it's going to be for game number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a very, very important decision here, right? Because we talked about it before. Winning game number 3 puts you in such a good position, right? Because it gives you wiggle room that if you do lose, let's say that 4th game, it goes to a game 5, you have that extra game now of adaptability and a bounce back. Whereas if you lose this match here, I mean, it's it. You have to win out the rest of this tournament. You cannot make any mistakes whatsoever. So game 3 of a best of 5, the most critical match of all. Here we go. Kylar is doing a ton of damage off the bat with the nice weapon starve too in the very beginning. And what we're noticing too is Kylar definitely does not want Dummy to have that Axe.
No, he was definitely trying to deny it, but still Dummy does finally pick up the Axe, and Kylar is still swinging. Oh, misses the side air. This could be big, but Dummy, he gets caught by the recovery from Kylar. Okay, Kylar back to the Axe and side air. One more hit. What's it going to be? Ooh, Dummy fights his way back up the recovery.
Yeah, that's huge because now look at this. I mean, Dummy is able to come back in end light over into recovery. Now a nice side light into end light once again. And now that damage advantage that Kylar had is completely gone. But a nice spot dodge into the D light. Well, what a weapon throw from Dummy right there, right? Holy guacamole, that was wild.
Bounce backwards. Kylar is going to live, but the side air will connect, and Dummy gets the stock advantage.
Yep. All right. So we are now 2 stock to 3 stocks, 3 stock red currently right now. Oh, but the Sair does come out. We're now even, right off the bat, 2 stock to 2 stock. And, a big thing that I like about Apocalypse is, the uniqueness of that platform, right? It allows so many opportunities for players to not only make it back to stage, but to reset stage control and contest in very unique ways. And we're seeing that happen from both players a lot here in the very beginning of this matchup.
Yeah, you can see the way that they're playing around this soft platform. Again, they're right next to it, fighting it out. Kylar Alice hits a down air. Dummy's in trouble. Good spacing, and Dummy doesn't get the wall touch. Kylar Alice with a big lead here in game number 3.
Yeah, that might cost the match. With how good these players are and how little mistakes they're making, to make a mistake that big opens up such an opportunity for your opponent that is extremely hard to come back. But Dummy, though, hitting now 6 attacks back and forth, uncontested, though. Finally getting a little bit wild there, throwing at the sides, getting punished with the Sair. Dummy looking for an opportunity here, but Kylar Alice doing what Kylar Alice does best and just building up so much damage so fast here, Duke.
Yeah, I mean, he's so good. Again, you give him an inch, he takes a mile. He's so good at getting so much off of a single moment. The recovery beats out Dummy's. Neutral light keeps him on the edge. Down there, Dummy's out of jumps. Kylar Alice takes the game.
Yeah, 2 stocks. Two stock lead. Kind of, I guess you could say like 1 1/4 of a stock because it was 2 stock very red, but still. Kylar's looking good, right? And ultimately what it came down to that matchup was, Kylar just really didn't make any mistakes. And Dummy ultimately at the end of that matchup made 2 very costly mistakes, both towards the end of their stock. So Kylar Alice now up 2-1. We talked about how pivotal getting that game number 3 was. And so, this is it. Yeah, Dummy has to pop off for the rest of this tournament.
Not literally, but Dummy needs to win this. He's got to win. He's got to win 2 more for the hope of the reset. Otherwise, Kylar Alice is going to be crowned the Australian World Champion. And Dummy starts banning out maps. I'm surprised he banned out Miami Dome.
Yeah.
If he leaves Apocalypse, we're going right back to it. Kylar Alice and Dummy, and Dummy's making the swap to a Surrey. This is game number 4, and he's going to the old reliable.
Wow. And the interesting thing is that Kylar Alice had no struggles whatsoever with this Asuri in their original best of 5. Yeah, he 3-0'd the Asuri. So, Dummy must just kind of be feeling right now like, look, the Ragnir worked, but it's not working enough. And Asuri, I am hands down the most confident with this legend. This is what I was able to win, last year with. So, you know what? I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to give it everything I've got, and I'm going to see what I can do in this situation.
Kylar Alice gets just outside the recovery, beats out Dummies. Kylar Alice is still finding the connections to the down sig. Kylar Alice is feeling good. The stutter step to show the ego, the feeling good from Kylar Alice as he is ready to take game number 4.
Yeah, and this is this is kind of right where Kylar left off right now, and we know how it goes with the mental aspect. When you switch a legend in the middle of a set, not only any set, but you're in grand finals, it is so hard to pick it up and immediately play phenomenal. But when you're Dummy and you're one of the best players, in all of Australia, and you're the defending champion, you got to do what you got to do to plot this stuff. But Kylar Alice, oh no.
The missed punishes. Kylar Alice is getting so much mileage off this first stock. This is so big. Kylar Alice is ready to be crowned the champion of Australia. Dummy can't get the wall touch. He's already sitting on the throne. He says, this is mine. I am the Australian World Champion.
Oh, my goodness. And you know what? If you are a fan of Dummy, nothing's impossible. Dummy still does have an opportunity, but it's going to be rough, Duke, and it's going to take a whole heck of a lot of miracles because right now, Dummy's tournament dreams of remaining the champion are looking kind of a lot like the backdrop of this Apocalypse stage, I must say.
They're definitely burning a little bit. It's quite apocalyptic, but Dummy, he still has a stock. He still has an opportunity.
Duke, not the 3 stock, Duke.
He gets the wall touch. He gets the wall touch. Duke. Oh, no. Dummy. Dummy's in trouble.
Duke.
Okay, he gets back up. He's okay. He's okay for now. It's not quite over. And the side sig denies the 3 stock. He does a push-up, but he knows he has to get through 2 more stocks to hold on.
There's, you know what? No matter what happens to the rest of this matchup now, Dummy has his pride. Dummy's pride will still remain intact within this matchup here. But it is all coming down to this. We are moments away from potentially crowning your 2021 Australian BCX champion. And it's all coming down right to the wire. Kylar, Alice, this is your opportunity. This is your tournament to win.
Is he going to unarmed finish this? Full disrespect. Kylar, Alice. D-Light goes for the haymaker sideways. Dummy showing he's got some unarmed. Okay.
Oh, Dummy doesn't care. Dummy's like, I'll do it unarmed if I have to. You ain't going to do me like that. I'm the reigning champ until I lose.
Oh, my gosh. Kylar, Alice. Recovery, and he does it. Kylar, Alice is the Australian Brawlhalla World Champion.
And he takes the throne in style, going out with the emote at the very end of that matchup. Going back and looking at these replays, Duke, I mean, I don't know about you, but if I got to talk about, what really decided this matchup, I mean, it's just the axe.
Yeah.
The axe gameplay was absolutely phenomenal, and the stage control was
impeccable. You say that, but, look at these clips, man. First clip, down 6. Second clip, he's holding the sword. This time he goes unarmed, but that was just some cheekiness from Kylar, Alice. I want to see those damage numbers from Kylar, Alice. Because I don't know if it's 100% axe, but he definitely did some great damage build with the axe.
Well, there's a 299 damage difference, not the weapon damage, but yeah, definitely going out in style with a 3-1 win.